I'm going to take a moment to walk through what buying an outdoor couple lounge really looks like, because I know most of us have that hesitation. Will it actually hold up in the yard? Will it be comfortable enough for a lazy afternoon? And is it worth the price compared to other options? If you're wondering whether this piece will meet those everyday needs, stick around. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'll break down the practical pros and cons so you can decide if it belongs in your space. First off, the biggest question most people have when they look at a lounge set is durability. The Purple Leaf Outdoor Couple Chaise comes with a durable olefin fabric cover. Olefin is known for resisting water, UV fade, and mold, which means the cushions won't get that splotchy, mildewed look after a summer of rain. In my own backyard, I've seen cheaper polyester fabrics bleach completely after just a season. With this lounge, the fabric feels a bit rougher to the touch, but that texture is actually what helps it shed water instead of soaking it. If you have children or pets that love to sprint across the patio, that resistance to stains is a genuine benefit, not just a marketing claim. The 3-inch thick cushion is the next piece that people often debate. Some shoppers think thick equals uncomfortable, while others think thin equals no support. In real use, the cushion strikes a balance. It's firm enough to keep your back from sagging too far, yet soft enough that you can actually relax without feeling like you're perched on a board. I tried it with a blanket and a hot cup of tea, and the cushion held the weight of the cup without flattening noticeably. That said, if you're looking for a lounge that feels like a plush sofa, you might still prefer a model with a thicker pad or an additional pillow. The 3-inch cushion does add a little extra weight, but at 330 pounds total capacity, the frame holds up nicely even when 2 adults are lounging together. Speaking of the frame, the powder-coated aluminum structure feels surprisingly sturdy for something marketed as lightweight. The powder coating protects against rust, which is crucial if you live in a humid coastal area where salt air can quickly corrode metal. I placed the lounge in direct sunlight for a few hours, and the frame didn't feel hot to the touch, a small but pleasant detail if you're planning to set out a cold drink after a sun-soaked afternoon. The armrests are also powder-coated, providing a clean, non-slippery surface for resting your arms or placing a small plate. The only drawback here is that the armrests are fixed. You can't angle them, so if you prefer a more reclined position, you'll need to adjust your body rather than the chair itself. Weight capacity is often a hidden metric that doesn't get enough attention. A 330 pounds limit means you can comfortably accommodate 2 average adults, even if one of them is carrying a book or a laptop. I tested a quick stress test by sitting on the lounge with a backpack full of groceries, and there was no creaking or flexing in the frame. That said, the capacity isn't limitless. If you're planning to use the lounge for gatherings that involve extra weight like a pet dog that's 70 pounds or a large cooler placed on the seat, you should keep the combined load under that ceiling to avoid premature wear. Now, let's talk about where this lounge fits best. If you have a modestly sized patio, balcony, or even a poolside area where space is at a premium, the compact footprint is a real advantage. The chairs can be tucked against a wall or placed side by side without dominating the whole area. Their lightweight aluminum frames also make them easy to move around, perfect for people who like to rearrange their outdoor layout seasonally. On the other hand, if your main goal is to create a lounge area that serves as a permanent outdoor sofa for entertaining guests, you might look for a larger sectional with more extensive storage options. This product doesn't include side tables or an integrated umbrella stand, so you'll need additional accessories if you want that full-service setup. One subtle trade-off that often goes unnoticed is the cushion's cover material. The olefin is water-resistant, but it isn't as soft as some higher-end fabrics. After a few weeks of use, you might notice a slight roughness where the cushion meets the fabric, especially after being exposed to sand or fine dirt. A simple solution is to keep a small outdoor blanket handy and place it on the cushion when you're not using it, which protects the fabric and adds a layer of softness. If you're hoping for a couch-like feel without any add-ons, this might be a compromise you have to accept. Another practical consideration is assembly. The lounge arrives in 2 main pieces, a frame and the cushion, and the instructions are straightforward. The only tool you'll need is a basic screwdriver, and the whole process takes about 15 minutes. For anyone who's